FIFA Save My Life. Yes, welcome back to FIFA Save My Life. Second video of the day. First one was the David Beckham, Sir David Beckham, David Beckham icon legend, David Beckham English legend, David Beckham in my team now. So I did a review on that. If you're looking for that and you wonder whether it's worth playing him, because obviously you were getting him whether you like it or not. He's dropped today. You've got him in your packs, open him up and you have David Beckham. Whether it's worth you playing or not, I did a review to let you know. Why am I back? Well, the last Tactics Tuesday that was done on Friday was very good, and it went very well, and I'm getting some great feedback. I thank you very much. I thank you a lot for that. It means an awful lot to me. Warms the cockles of my heart. I'm not sure cockles are an official part of your heart, but they are now. And I thought, I had lots of questions. I had questions of what other formations do you use in game, etc, etc. So I'm going to go through my full setup. I had a decent weekend league this weekend, got up 14, completely stopped there, and then had like 10 games left, to be fair. But I'd left it very late, and I just wanted to get my 14 wins and get out of there. Get out of there! My formations are actually doing me well at the moment. I'm enjoying my FIFA. I'd done all my foot swaps, so I've done all the icon swaps, got them ready. Don't know what I'm going to do. I'm kind of wanting the 89 plus, but I might not. I might bottle it and just go for the the cheaper upgrades, and then maybe an icon and take a bit of a punt at it. I don't know. So I thought I'd come back, and due to popular demand, I am going to give you exactly what I play with and how and why. Before I do so, guys, make sure you hit a like and a subscribe if you have not done, and you have. I'm very pleased with the amount that has over the last few days, to be honest. We've had a decent uptake, and we are growing, so thank you very much. It is a great Christmas present to me, and also I give 50% of my profits to charity, so it's a great Christmas present to them. Cost you nothing to watch the channel, and I get to give 50% of my profits to the channel, to the charity Mind for Mental Health and Wellbeing. So there you go, guys, you're doing a good thing. Well done. If you want to give actual money, actual paper money to charity, the next Monday, 5 o'clock, the 21st of December, 4 days before Christmas, I am going to do a 24-hour stream-a-thon. What have I done? What have I done? But yeah, I've done I've done it before. When I very first started FIFA, nearly killed me, so I thought I'm going to come back and see if it can finish me off this time, and do a whole 24 hours. So 5 o'clock on Monday the 21st, I will be doing a 24-hour stream-a-thon, and that is in aid of Mind for the mental health and well-being. That is fully in Mind. There is a giving page down below if you want to have a look and give £1, £2, something like that would be very, very generous of you, and help a lot. Thank you very much. I'm trying to raise £300 before the night if possible, and then obviously some more over the 24 hours. So drop by, support the channel, support me, support the charity. That'd be great. And also, if you are looking to spend some poundaroonies or dollars or whatever you are dealing with in your country, then U7 Buy is the safest way to buy coins online. You can buy very safe coins there. They guarantee them, and instead of just opening packs and hoping that you get the shiny new card that you're looking for, you could actually just buy them. So there you go. That is an alternative, and if you use discount code SAVE, S-A-V-E, that is S-A-V-E as in FIFA Save My Life, then you can gain an extra 5% off as well when you're doing that. So there you go, guys. The link again for that is down below. Right, let's get on to my tactics, shall we? Well, again, obviously you've always got the tactic that you start in. Not necessarily do you ever play this tactic, which I don't really, but you can see I'm currently rocking a 4-4-2 just because it sets me up nice and easily. I seem to have gone kind of half league and French on one side. I've kind of gone half La Liga the other side, due to the fact that obviously Beckham's there, and I love João Felix on the other side. I am halfway through doing João Felix, the 87 rated one. And I bought myself a nice little Trippier this morning. He was only like 30 grand. Links up nicely to Beckham, links up nicely to our man Gomez there, so I don't have to drop Gomez. And again, obviously, I'm loving Pope in goal, by the way, guys. That is the team I'm rocking at the moment. I've loved Marquinhos over Weekend League. He is such a solid holding midfielder, and you can always put him in the back if you really want to. Ben Yedder is a god. Love Ben Yedder. Bamber, I'd like to replace Bamber with the Verratti freeze. He looks absolutely mental. I've obviously got the old favourite at the back, left back, which is Mendy. Love Mendy. We've got my bit of luck this season, which was when I did the base icon, random base icon. I got myself a Maldini. Instead of playing left back, I play him as centre back. Even on 7 chem, he is awesome. Like I said, I got Trippier this morning. I went out and got last minute the Herrera card, due to the fact that I was getting like quite a few extras in there, so it cost me nothing to do. When I was kind of getting duplicates that I didn't want to just discard, I put him into Herrera because he was super cheap, and he's actually gone up since as well, so he's gone from an 84 to an 86, which is great, and actually he's really good. He's box-to-box midfielder. We've obviously got Golden Balls himself there, Beckos. He is taking pride of place, and I love that guy. And like I said, we've got Felix, who hopefully will be replaced by Felix, the other Felix. And then just basically at the moment, I've got a bit of a bench going on. That changes. Right, so let's get into the actual tactics itself that I hear you shout. Right, so I've already done a couple of these on video, so I won't go into too much detail on them. But for obviously other guys, there'll be links, and there'll be, you'll see them coming up with the links. So this is the one I did my video on last time and does really well for me. So we've got 4-5-1, which I love. You can see how it's set out there. Again, this is slightly different than the one I did, due to the fact that I have this as my very attacking formation, and my depth is high. Now, again, one thing I will say, guys, is depth. Really, I don't think going really high makes that much difference. What it does is mean that you're not camped in your area. So if you want to score goals, the higher the depth, the better it is. And with this one, I really do go high depth. The rest of it's pretty much exactly the same as I have set up on the actual video itself. You'll see that obviously how it works is, first of all, I'll say you can't really play FIFA this year with one up front. I think you've got to have a minimum of a 2 up front. That makes a massive difference this year. I think the way they've set up, and especially with the AI blocking, 2 up front has got to be a minimum. Now this has 3 up front technically, and works really well, and the reason why people are getting rave reviews back, because it is very attacking, but it is also incredibly defensive and works incredibly well. It's seen me through the last couple of weekend leagues. I kid you not. So we got João Felix, Ben Yedder and Beckham there as our 3 forwards, and they work really well together. Obviously I've got Beckham up there now, but it used to be, I can't remember who it used to be, but someone else, Lucas I think it was. And you can see Marquinhos is our sitting holding midfielder, and everybody else is sort of piling forward with the back four, which stays sort of where they are. Again, check out the video for those instructions. I've changed them slightly, like I said, depth wise, because I'm now having them as my attacking formation. One of my favourites, and my old favourites, has been 4-1-2-1-2, the second variation. Now this is a really good formation if you're struggling to get goals, because it is massively attacking, but again, you really have to kind of trust in the fact that you're going to get goals, and you're going to potentially score more goals than they are, because it is quite an open formation. So trust in the fact that you can get more goals than the opposition. If you can, this is a decent formation for you. So this is how I set out, and this is a formation where if it's kind of getting a bit boring, it's 1-1, and I want to kind of see if I can push a second goal, get a goal just to push myself into the lead, maybe in the second half. Then this is the formation I change to, and kind of it activates a lot of attacking players. I have balanced as defensive style on here. We have a low width on defensive, because obviously we want our defenders to be in there in the right place. We don't want them going down the wings. We've got cover the wings in a minute, you'll see, but again, obviously we want a nice tight defense. So we have 4 depth on this one. We do have 3 because it's so attacking that 3 kind of just about does it justice. We've got long ball. A long ball is absolutely meta this year, guys. Most of my formations have long ball in them due to the fact, number one, like I said, you have to have 2 strikers. Number 2, it does activate players. It's not Wimbledon style long ball. It is pushing the ball through, and it's players being ready to make the move and sort of breaking from behind the back 4, if you like, or back 3, or whichever one they've got. So long ball is a must on this one. You have 6 depth, 6 width on this one when you're going forward, because again, obviously you're looking to sort of create as much space as possible. Although it is a narrow formation, you actually have your right and left back as pretty much your wingers. So you do want to be able to get them in the game. So you do have a little extra width there at 6. Your players in the box, you've got 5. Again, that's all you need, because you're not asking for extra players to come in the box. The players that are going to come in the box are the ones that are told in the instructions that override everything to come in the box, and that kind of sees it through. I've tried with different ones. I've tried back, sort of moving it back and front. And I just find 5, I don't know, I like number 5, I don't know. So we've got 2 and 2. This is up to you. I like having people forward for free kicks and corners. Yes, you are very susceptible to breaking on the break and getting counter-attacked in this game at the moment. But who dares wins, hey? So that's mine. You can have it a 1-1 and just be on the safe side. This is how I set up, so you can just have an idea of how I'm set up. Obviously, I've got my 2 strikers, Ben Yedder and João Felix up front. Like I said, to have 2 up front is kind of a must, in minimum. Obviously, the former formation of 4-5-1 actually technically has 3 up front, so again, you kind of more the merrier. I've got Beckham as my cam. He's gorgeous as Cam. He is beautiful. He's spraying the ball around and scores goals. Love him. You've got Bamba as kind of, again, guy who could pick up the ball and have a bit of a run, the same as Herrera from deep, but they're not really being pushed on. They're there. You've got your holding midfielder in Marquinhos. You've got Maldini and Gomez as your sitting centre-backs. And Trippier and Mendy are your wingers. They will travel the entire length and breadth of the thing, so you might want subs that can come on for them, maybe even wingers. I bring Lucas on a lot for Trippier, and Lucas is great for the last sort of half an hour, maybe even sort of second half, because he's so fast. You don't need him defensive wise massively. It's more about the attacking, because you've got your Marquinhos and all the rest holding. So this is the instructions. Let's start with the goalkeeper. Comes for crosses and sweep keeper. Again, that's personal preference. I just feel if I don't do that, then they're not going to do it, are they? So you've got the 2 centre backs. The difference is obviously they clearly stay back while attacking. That would be mental not to, but they do both have conservative interceptions. What I don't want them being done is, because there's sometimes only 2 back, and maybe Marquinhos just in front of them, what I don't want them doing is being pulled out of position by being aggressive towards the attacking player. I want them to be sort of always behind the ball and ready to get the, to sort of jockey, if you will, to slow the play down to allow Marquinhos, Trippier, Mendy, Herrera, Bamba, all that to sort of funnel back and become your defence as well. So I have conservative interceptions on those. That works really well. We've got Mendy. We've got a balanced attack. Don't have it on just going forward, because you don't want them just going forward. You want them to understand that coming back sometimes. Sometimes if the option isn't to go forward, the AI is actually really good this year. I think if you really watch back, I watch back a lot of my videos, and you can kind of see how clever the AI is sometimes, and you don't really appreciate it in game. But sometimes if if the break isn't on, Mende won't go forward and join him because it's not worth it, so he'll know that. And the same with Trippier there, and like I said, I will always sub in. Trippier I've got join on attack only because I used to have Lucas in there and I didn't mind him running low on energy. Again, you can have balanced on both of them. It is completely up to you. And have inverted guys. The reason I have inverted on them is because you want them to cut in rather than just stay down the wings. You want them to become, when you're attacking and you're crossing, the amount of goals I score with a Trippier player or a Mende player is incredible. I score a lot of goals. Probably weekend league I'll score 3 or 4 goals a weekend league with both sides each. So they do cut in, and they are like the surprise package in the box that if they're not down the wing, they are in the box ready to finish off the ball and become your extra attacker sometimes. We got Marquinhos. We have cut lanes passing. That has come back in. That really does seem to work again now. There was a time, one of the patches, it didn't really make any difference whatsoever and everybody cut it out, but it seems to be back now and they do seem to cut the lanes out, which is good. We got stay back while attacking and cover centre because you don't want him go down the wings and getting too tired or being pulled out of position. You want him as almost a third man with Maldini and Gomez. Bamber, stay back while attacking, stay on the edge of the box because we don't want him to go into the box. We can control that and move him into the box if we have the ball or if it's that close, but we don't want everybody in the box because then it gets messy and you don't get the goals as much as you think having 20 people in a box is going to make a difference. It actually doesn't. It makes it more messy and means more players are pulled out of position. You want him on the edge of the box. He can grab the ball and then he's so good at dribbling that he can dribble into the box and probably sort of smash it in the top corner. So you want him hanging around on the edge of the box. You've got normal interceptions, stick to position and cover wing on this one. The same with Herrera, cover wing on there, and both of them are identical to be fair. Though I do have balanced runs on Herrera because I do like the idea that he goes back as well as forwards on those. I like just one of them. It can be either one. It's completely up to you. I just have Herrera because he is a box-to-box midfielder and he really has an engine in there. He's got like high 90s as his stamina, so yeah, he can go all game. But yeah, stay back while attacking. Again, I don't want him sort of being one of the main sort of strikers. I want him to be an extra body if I need him on the edge of the box to sort of come in and help either lay off the ball or score a goal. But yeah, cover the wings. So again, he goes out. So when Trippier goes up, when Mende goes up, you'll see that these guys sort of almost drop across and become your right back and left back at times. You've got Bex, Golden Balls himself. You've got stay forward on this one because you want him as part of your attacking three. He comes in. You've got get in the box for crosses because obviously he is one of your attacking three. I have free roam on him due to the fact that I love the fact that the AI is very good this year. So again, it gives him, he'll turn up, and with Beckham it's brilliant, he'll turn up on the wings sometimes and you got that amazing cross back in as well. So again, obviously it allows you to give a varied amount of balls into the box or score them. So that's Beckham and normal interceptions. And up front, you've got I have the two different ones. I have Ben Yedder, where basically he is on balanced, he is on mixed attack, and he is just on stay forward because he is my kind of dribbler come sort of number 9 if you like. He almost could be on false 9 if you like, but again, I don't like to kind of label him as that. I'd just like him to be able to do everything. Where João Felix the other way is balanced width, so again, if he wants to go out wide a bit more, he's more than capable with his dribbling abilities. He's got get in behind because I want him to be the guy who's on the last man, and I want stay forward on him as well. So that is how I rock my 4-1-2-1-2, and I get a lot of success out of 4-1-2-1-2. That is a must, I think. If you're looking defensive, guys, if you're looking to hang on to a lead, the best formation, and this used to be the go-to formation for everybody, but this is my go-to defensive formation, and I'll tell you why in a sec, but this is the best one for it, is for 2-3-1, which used to be just that everybody goes to for the entire game, and a lot of pros use it and that, but I find it amazing for defensive formations. So again, as you won't be surprised, balanced style on defensive. You could have drop back, but I don't think drop back actually does too much this year. I think it just invites people into your area. I like the idea that sometimes the best defense is attack. You've still got this as an option. Width wise, I've got the 5 width there because you keep it nice and tight. You've got 2 depth, again because you are defending, you are trying to keep it there. Long ball, because again if you can get it up there, like I said, defense attack is the best form of defense. Width wise, when you're attacking, you want the width because you want to be able to ferry it out to your wingers and hold it off, and as bad as you feel by doing it, stand by the corner flag for the last 3 or 4 minutes because you want the win. Otherwise you wouldn't be watching this video, would you? So yeah, you want to be able to get it out there, and you want players still out there, so that's why I've got that width. Players in the box, I've only got 4. Again, I don't want to completely bring everybody back, but I want enough that if I can get it up there, I can keep it up there if you like. He's not on his own, and 1 for corners and 1 for free kicks, because you don't want to be caught on a counter-attack. Again, you can see how I'm set up here on this one. Again, obviously same back 4, but obviously with Trippier and Mendy, they are a part of the back 4 this time. I've got Herrera and Marquinhos as my holding midfielders. I've got Bamba, Ben Yedder and Beckham as my attack 3, and then I've got João Felix as my striker. So this is how it is set up. So again, with Popey, we've got comfort crosses and sweep keeper, just because, like I said, I feel like I should do. With these, I've just got to stay back on attacking, and I've got normal because you want to be a bit more aggressive with it, because you are looking at defending. Stay back while attacking on both the right and left backs. That is a must. Stay back while attacking. We've got the same with Herrera and Marquinhos. Cut passing lanes, stay back while attacking, and cover centre, and that is the same for both of those because they are, part of your 5-man defence, if you like, or 6-man defence. Sorry, when you fight, you'd obviously goalkeeper in there. So you've got your 2 there. I've also got the same on these. You've got come back on defence on these. Both Beckham and Bamba, because you are looking for them to join in and basically become midfielders. You've got the same on Ben Yedder, come back on defence, because obviously, yes, you want him forward, but you want him to be able to, sort of interested in come back. But I do have stay central, get in behind, and stay forward on João Felix. Like I said, you do have to have an outlet up there somewhere, because obviously best form of attack is defend. Oh, best form of defence is attack, sorry. So yeah, you've got this one as well. So you've got João Felix up there, and that is my defensive tactic. So if I'm 2-1 up or 2-0 up and I'm in the 70th minute and I know he's a good player, I want to hold on to the win, I will quickly switch over to that, and that will allow me to see out the win more often than not. I do have 4-4-2 second variation. The reason I have 4-4-2 second variation is because I'm just seeing it's supposed to be a meta formation at the moment, and I'll be honest, I've watched a lot of videos on them. A lot of players are now playing 4-4-2, and to be honest, I just want to give it a go. Haven't given it much of a go, so I'm not going to endorse it massively, but I've got it in there because over the next few days I probably will give it a go a lot more, and see if it's any good, and if it is, I'll probably come back with an individual video on it. But I'm going to go through what I've picked up from other videos and how I think it should be played. So we've got pressure on heavy touch, because it is quite an attacking formation for 4-2, believe it or not, is it is a very attacking formation. So you want to get the ball back as fast as possible because you want to turn it over and attack. So you've got the pressure on heavy touch. I've got a width of 4 because again you want that nice tight back 4 rather than everybody going out and get away. This is depth. I picked this up from 2 or 3 different guys. The depth, like I said in one of my previous formations, is quite high now, because obviously you seem to be, that it doesn't mean you're camped on the halfway line, it just means that your attackers and your players you're instructed to go forward actually stay a lot more forward, and it kind of puts the ball in your court, if you like, to attack. Long ball as always, due to the fact that, like I said, I think it's just meta this year and it works really well. We've got decent width there on the attack, just so we've got a nice half and half. We've got 50% on 5 width there, guys, just to make sure that you've got that outlet on the right and left, but at the same time you're not overdoing it. Players in the box, again, a lot of people are using massive amount of players on the box, because obviously you've only got technically the 4 players going forward. You've got your wingers and your thing, and you've got your holding midfielders. You just want to make sure all of those are getting into the box, so you've got the chance of scoring with it. And again, 2 and 2 on the instructions there. You can see how I'm set out. It's pretty much as I'm set out on my initial 4-4-2 with Herrera, Marquinhos back. I like the second variation due to the fact that obviously we've got holding midfielders rather than just across the straight of having 2 CMs, which again you can't tell them to cut out the lanes passing, and I like that. Like I said, it's come back in again. So this is how you set up for the 4-4-2 if you're going to do that. You've got come crosses and sweeper keeper as per usual. Again, I've got stay back while attacking and nothing else on those 2. Mende, I've got stay back on him, and I've also got stay back on Trippier because they're back part of the back 4. Herrera, basically I've got him on absolute neutral, so do not change anything on him, and the same with Marquinhos, other than cover centre, sorry. You've got cover centre on both of those, but other than that they are not going too much, although the fact is I have, actually I would lie, I changed it. I did play a couple of games this morning with it, and I changed it to cut the lanes passing and stay back while attacking just on Marquinhos, because he's the better of the defenders. I like the idea of Herrera still going forward a bit more, but Marquinhos not so much. So you've always got one defender, sort of defensive midfielder back, and you've got the chance of Herrera breaking. Like I said, he's got that brilliant engine there as well. Haven't touched anything other than getting behind on my wingers. Same with Beckham there and Bamber. Beckham and Bamber, the B&Bs. We've got those 2 as getting behind. Other than that, I've kept the AI as do what you want on that one, and exactly the same with your strikers. Both of them are amazing, Ben Yedder and João Felix. Let's let the AI and the game decide where they're going to be, and Roman. So like I said, I've not massively played this one. I played a couple of games this morning with it, and that made that one change to Marquinhos where I had him staying back. I felt was a little bit too gung-ho otherwise. At least you've got one that's going to stay back, and you pick your better defensive midfielder for that one. And like I said, Herrera's got that amazing engine on him, so he can afford to go forward and back without losing too much energy and spending that energy out. Guys, that is my formations. Somewhat, like I said, a couple of you kindly asked what my other formations were. That is how I play my game. That is the logic behind it. You can see my starting 11. That is how the type of players that I play and the type of players I like to play. Guys, that is it. Please make sure you hit a like and a subscribe. Come back for the other videos that is going on. Like I said, hopefully I'll see you on the 21st. Come and join me for that. I'm going to go and have a lie down. Thank you very much. Take care of yourself as always, and if you can't, find someone who can. Bye bye.